that series. Matt Tifft is dominating the field here in the ARCA Racing Series finale. And problems for the race leader. Tifft cut a tire and he's into the wall. First caution of the night. Just when you asked yourself, could anything possibly go wrong for Tifft? It happens. He had led 20 of our 44 laps, and his lead was nearly 6 seconds when it cut loose.
Simultaneously, Will Kimmel has the same issue. He was really marching up through the field. They're running well up into the top 10, running 8th right now. Car looks a lot like Matt Tiff's.
What did he do? He blew a right front tire also and hit the wall. So
in practice today.
So there was a little bit of a hint it could be going on. Let's see what happens here. This right front exit in the corner. All of a sudden you'll see it go down.
He was going so fast, running such great lap times. There it is. It explodes there.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing he could do about it.
He didn't just cut a tire. As you said, it exploded. Saw the framing of the car being ripped away. Another angle.
Watch the hood as that rubber comes through the hood. Wow, what a tough break for Matt
the body just destroyed on the right front.
As bad as that looks, guys, just imagine what would have happened if that had been in the middle of the corner.
And I think this is cause for concern for the rest of the competitors. We go 44 laps. We have 2 of our top 10 cars, including our leader, lose right front tires.
And Matt Tifft continues on pit road, but heavy damage there as well. Let's go back and see what brought out the caution.
Guys, right here is where Will Kimmel is at the back. There, you'll see
Matt Tiff's
car as he gets ready. Here's Kimmel. He hits the wall first, and then all of a sudden you see the 52 loses the right front right in behind him.
We were watching our leader, Matt Tifft. We saw him lose that front tire. Then we saw an aftermath. Will Kimmel was actually Will that got into the wall first.
But how strange is it that both of them get off the corner coming down the front straightaway and almost simultaneously lose a right front tire on lap 44?
Had a lot of green flag laps on those tires, and they were setting an amazing pace.
Another thing I was beginning to wonder, I didn't think his car worked that well down low, guys, so maybe a combination of the two things. He needs to get his car back up the middle groove and get a little bit of heat in those tires.
Second caution of the night, and it's over in turn 4.
A couple of hard hits back there off of turn 4.
Look there at John West Townley in the move a moment ago when he got sideways coming off of turn 2. And now we focus on the reason for the caution.
Dale Shearer, the 73 car. Galen Hassler in the 60 car. Galen was one of the cars that had trouble in practice. They made repairs to that 60 car, but Tom Birdie also with a 20 car.
And our second caution of the night will mean Cody Coughlin gets the free pass and will be back on the lead lap.
That's Galen Hassler right there. You see Tom Birdie hits him in the back. Now watch, he's not done yet. Here comes the 73 of Dale Shearer. Hits him exactly the same spot, it looked like.
For Hassler, that looks almost identical to what happened to him in that practice crash earlier this afternoon.
Let's watch them fan out when they get down here to turn 1 and 2. They're going to stay too wide. Self gets a little bit loose. Has to chase it up the hill.
Stay side by side off of turn 2. Grant Enfinger joining the mix. Pulls down to the inside lane. Perhaps some drafting help for our race
there
leader.
He goes. He's loose.
Wayne Self sideways. Can he save it?
No.
There's contact. And we're under caution for the 3rd time tonight. Big crash. Oh, my. That was the 06 of James Swanson who came firing in.
Heavy impact on the 06 as well as the 22.
Look at all the damage to Austin.
The window net is down, and that is great to see. What an incredible hit.
Good news, you see the intrusion plates on the side of that car. You see it took all the sheet metal off the outside, but the ARC officials require the intrusion plates, they call them right there, on the door.
John West Townley, who's led 21 laps tonight.
Well, it took a lot of our contenders. Obviously took Austin Wayne Self, Frank Kimmel out of this race. Here's another look now. This is going down at turn number 3. You see him real close to Spencer Gallagher. He just loses the downforce on the back of the car. Grant Enfinger does a great job getting by. Justin Boston, the 25, also gets a piece of it. And here comes the 06. Just never slowed down, guys.
Well, and really, Austin did a really good job of saving the car. We go on board with him. This for the race lead.
Now listen.
Wow. Huge impact.
He was loose the whole time. You see, he never even got down to the bottom of the racetrack. See all these cars slowing down. The 06 did not get slowed down. You see him drive by Tom Hessert. The 77 car just about stopped to see what the 22 was going to do. There's Brandon Godovic, the 72, going around the outside. Watch Tom Hessert. He sees what's going on there. He just about stops his car, and watch the 06 drive by him on the outside.
Heck of a job by the 72 of Brandon Godovic. You mentioned also the 08 of Justin Allison, who were able to tiptoe through as we ride with Justin Boston.
Justin also nowhere to go. He
Up on the hood of that car.
We wondered why Grant Enfinger was down on the bottom of the racetrack. He may have seen something coming here. So many of our contenders taken out in this incident with certainly some damage. None more than the 22 of Austin Wayne Self.
Phil, talk about how hard it is when we see that lap traffic being so slow. You're trying to make a move. How far out you have to look and anticipate if you're going to try to make a move to try to pick up a position.
And that's the thing with Grant Enfinger.
That's Grant Enfinger running second into the wall. 4th caution of the night. And I don't want to speculate, but it certainly looks like the right front tire.
Only
like
13 laps. Wow, yeah.
Hard laps on this. That's the last time. You see clearly the right front went down, and that's a hard lick, guys.
Let's ride on board with Grant Enfinger and see exactly what it looked like for the 90 car.
Just went down. It didn't explode like a couple of the others that we've seen, but you could hear it go down. And Grant just along for the ride.